Okay, hello everybody. Music City Spotlight with Nicole Demarco.
What's up?
Who has been here for 2 years in Nashville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moved here from
New York.
New York because you went to school at
This is like a fill in the blank Mad Libs right now.
Because I know you somewhat.
Yes, I went to school upstate New York in Albany. It was called the College of St. Rose. It was not a Catholic school, even though it says Saint in there, but it was a music college. They had like mostly liberal arts, like a lot of musicians and artists were there.
Hippies.
But no, really. But just kind of like an artsy school. Like either they were learning to teach or they were learning to like do their crafts, like graphic design or art majors, and music education was big there. But music industry, that program's growing. Definitely the year that I left, it's booming now. We're in the Billboard top 100 schools, I think, for music. We're up there. But yeah, so I studied music industry there. Was a vocal concentration, and learned basically mostly songwriting was my like concentration aside from vocal. At it. Yeah, but so they kind of like didn't really teach much songwriting there, surprisingly, but I did a lot of that on my own.
Components.
Yeah, like they wanted keyboard harmony and theory and all that stuff to come first. So you did that for 2 years, and then you took off with your own, you know, what you wanted to work on the most.
That is, sorry, moving the mic. That is probably the way to do it.
Yeah, well, it's cool because I got a free album out of it because our student...
Well, you put a ton of work into it.
Our senior project was to record an album, write it, produce it, everything you had to do yourself.
And I've heard it. It's pretty good. Where's it at again? No, I know.
I have it on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp. So and then just Nicole Demarco.
NicoleDemarco.bandcamp.com.
Nicole Demarco.
And you can listen for free.
I'll put a link on it. No, they're good. I mean, I remember like 5, at least, we didn't hear a lot of them. But something of like the 5 out of 6 that you showed me, like I was like thoroughly impressed. You know what I mean?
Cool.
That's huge because a lot of times you hear a record and you like half of them, or you like one. Or so you buy. Remember back in the day, you'd buy a record or a CD.
And you find the one song that you bought it for is the only one you like.
Yeah, so it's awesome when you hear somebody that writes many good songs. So congrats. Play this one. Play this one.
Well, this is the title track off the album, and this one's called Passing Tones. Lay awake with me tonight. Even if there's nothing left to say, it's alright. Yeah, I know I'm just a passing tone till you find a better home. But as I watch the sunrise for the first time in years, the only thing I think of is that I'm glad you're still here. We'll be in between like a changing season. I'll keep you close to me without any reason, just to make you feel alive again. 'Cause yeah, I finally feel alive again. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh. We've got so much life to live, and I've got so much left to give to him. I couldn't let my mind compromise if I see a different view in his eyes, so I won't be the downbeat anymore. I'm picking myself up off this cold and lifeless floor. We'll be in between like a changing season. I'll keep you close to me without any reason, just to make you feel alive again. 'Cause yeah, I finally feel alive again. Oh. Maybe it didn't mean yourself inside my head. But when you left that night so soon, I swear I'd watch the color leave the room. La da 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 da. Even if there's nothing left to say, it's alright. Yeah, I know we are just passing tones till we find our separate homes.
That's a well-written song.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. When'd you write that?
That was about 2011, sophomore year of college.
So 5 years ago.
Yeah,
You've been out of college for 5 years.
No, that's sophomore year.
Oh, sophomore year. Sorry.
Yeah, so I've been 2.5, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
3
Wait,
years.
how old are you?
25.
That's a good accomplishment for 25, man. It's a good song.
But the full band version is just a lot better. Like, 'cause I have the
again,
slap guitar in there.
Bandcamp.
It's cool.
Yeah. No, I've heard it. Bandcamp, Nicole Demarco.
Yeah.
Right? You can hear it for free. There's a lot of good songs. I wish I could remember. There's one song that I really liked. It might have been a slower one.
Was it one with the piano?
No.
No.
I like the rock songs too. The ones that were like rock. And like that's cool. It's hard to make.
I just
rock
want to
cool.
showcase a bunch of different like
That's what you
styles
did.
I write in. So
that's
it's
exactly
like,
what you did. Which is why it's such a great record. And you don't ever want a record that has like every song is.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right? They say like have a record where all the songs sort of
fit together somehow.
Yeah, like a good cohesiveness. Mm-hmm. But I like that. I like the change.
I still had a theme to the album. It was just more of...
It was still you singing all the songs, and it still had that. Like, isn't that enough to kind of glue everything together? Is like the one lead singer and writer, just in all these styles. So awesome.
Thanks.
The finger thing, I never noticed. You were telling me a sec ago about how you broke one of your fingers, and you don't use one of them to pick, which is the 1, 2, 3, your ring finger.
1, 2, 3.
The fourth finger?
The ring finger. I had an accident back in like sophomore year of high school. I was a center fielder, and I got hit with a line drive. And at the time it happened, I was very happy I caught the ball, but I realized that I caught it barehanded, so it kind of wasn't
don't
pleasant.
you have a glove?
I did. I used my glove, and then it was supposed to be covering the ball so it didn't pop out, but instead it was actually... It got hit first, and then I covered it. But then when I went to throw the ball to second base to make the play, because I made the first out, but then I wanted to make the double play, and it like dropped right in front of me when I went to throw it. My coach was like screaming at me. She's like, "What the heck, DeMarco?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And then I looked up. My finger was broke on a right angle. It was seriously like smashed.
Did you show her and be like, "Here"? Look
I like flipped my hand up to everybody on the field, and I was like, "Yo, what is going on?"
Everyone thinks you're flipping them off.
No, my best friend was on first base, and I like showed it to her, and she started crying.
Really?
She was like, "Your finger nasty." They took me to like the ER. It was like so stupid. I felt like I was getting royal treatment for like a finger.
Yeah.
But it still was a big deal.
If it
since I was
happens like on campus or something like that, then they make it a big deal. They don't want you to sue.
True. Well, mainly it was a big deal to me because I used to play classical piano a little bit, and I'm not as good anymore. But
any musician
can't play any like scales with the right finger.
I know.
But I just learned to like play the chords my own way, and
I'm sorry to hear that happened to you because that's
Yeah.
the scariest thing ever to a musician. But at the same time, you kind of have your own style because of it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I just learned to finger pick with the first 2 fingers and my thumb, mainly. My pinky and ring finger, they're pretty much useless. They don't exist.
Well, like I said, you have your own style.
Yeah.
And like no one could copy it.
I'm sure they could.
Not well.
True. Okay. That'll work.
That's awesome. That was a good song. How many songs do you think you've written?
In my life?
I asked Kevin this last week. I don't know why.
Oh my God. Too many. How many actually made it to like a recording? Maybe.
No. How many songs do you think you've like complete?
I would say like about more than 200, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as a kid, I just wrote songs like every day. And in high school, I would write like 8 a week.
Yeah. In high school?
Yeah.
I wish I was doing that in high school. We were talking about the like a number spectrum. Like if you could think back to your first song and your last song, like where would you put passing tones in the spectrum? Like number wise. So if you have 200, say that one's number 100, God. Whatever it is.
I would say it's 50. I don't know.
It's one of your first songs then, practically.
Well, I guess.
50 songs for somebody who's written
like I said, I used to write 8 a week, but I wouldn't remember half them because I didn't write them down or record them.
Were they good?
Yeah, some of them were okay. Like I could even play the first song I wrote in my life.
Let's hear it.
And it's very pop.
Let's hear it.
It's very pop and
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. First song.
Oh my God. I don't even let me just make sure I remember the chorus. I don't even remember the chorus at all. Okay. So I'll play the first song I ever wrote. This was in high school, freshman year. Wrote it about a boy who I had strong feelings for, but would not tell him because he was my BFFL.
Oh,
so,
what the hell does that mean?
Best friend for life. Oh. Do we talk now? No.
I was thinking like best friend forever / lover.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
Wait, how old were you?
I was 16.
Okay.
I used to play a lot when I was 16. I would do like Battle of the Bands and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I never had the balls for that when I was 16.
I would play alone and there'd be all these like metal bands and hardcore bands and then there's me like...
Yeah.
I would seriously just play like my little guitar. I think this is the same guitar I've had since I was like 16.
So you wrote this song on that guitar?
On this guitar.
Let's hear it.
All right. This one's called Through a Song. And if my parents are listening, which they're not right now.
Wait, I'm sorry. It's called what?
Through a Song.
Through it. So you want to like
basically I could not express myself unless I was doing it through a song.
All these hormones
Get out of here.
All these hormones are happening when you're 16, and that makes sense. Through a song.
Just wait till you listen, then you'll know that it's not sexual at all.
I'm not even saying that.
You said banging.
Well, yeah, that was a joke.
Well, I'm not banging anybody at 16.
Good for you.
All right. This is called Through a Song. All right, I'm going to need some of this drink real quick.
Have some water.
This is water. Water for adults. All right, ready? Can't describe how I feel about you without it coming out wrong. Because no matter how I word it, it only makes sense through a song. Not a single word could ever characterize you. The dictionary wasn't even close. You are breathtaking, and I lie here speechless. I lie here speechless tonight. If I wrote you a melody symphony, I'd use all the good notes, because your name is like a song. That would play here. And on those days that get so boring and lame, you always seem to spark the first flame. I feel so alive at the sound of your voice. I just become animated. It's not by choice. Not a day goes by where I don't
Dude, you know that song really well.
I've played it for like ever. I played it every single day of my life for like 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I just raised the key just now because I wrote it with capo 1, which was way too low. I used to sing more man songs than anything because I learned how to sing through punk rock, so my voice is really low.
You used to scream?
But now I can sing a lot higher, so I raised the key just now. But it sounded interesting in that capo.
Well, you're on the third capo, and
Yep.
earlier you were talking about how everything's on the second capo.
No, third I use.
Oh, yeah, I could have sworn you said second. I was like, maybe you have it detuned.
Oh no, one of them
Mine's always detuned.
I used to have on, on my second capo, and then I decided I kind of like it higher now. But yeah.
Yeah, really, you just play it every day. You just really like it, or it's a good song.
That song, I don't know. It just was one of my most It was kind of like passing tones of high school. Like everybody always requested that at shows, so I just knew it.
Well, that's funny that it's your first song.
And it was
It's really good.
When you first write a song, you play it all the time, nonstop, because it's your only song.
That's a good
So
point.
until I started writing more.
That's a good point, but also most people don't have a first song that is that good.
Yeah, I like some of the lyrics. I always thought I'd like end up going through it again and maybe redoing it, making it less poppy.
Yeah.
We'll see though.
Yeah. First song. It kind of really does blow me away how good it is for first song. And you're really good with the lyrics, and you're really confident in the lyrics or the things that you say. And it's also surprising that you would want to say something over and over from the time that you're 16 to the time that you're 25.
Yeah.
9 years. Like, you know what I mean? When I was 16, the songs I wrote were stupid.
Oh, some of mine were,
They were
stupid. Well, I started writing when I was in 4th grade, so those songs are stupid.
4th grade?
Some of them were like, show me what you're gonna do, show me what you're gonna do, throw me what you're gonna do, throw me across the room, show me what
Really?
you're gonna do. It was literally like, I didn't even know what I was talking about. It was during that NSYNC phase where they're like, it's gonna be May, and then you're just like, I actually had the lyric that rhymed with me was May, so it was like, say what you want to say, is it gonna be May?
I did that.
Yeah. I think everybody born in the 90s did that at one point.
God.
Or Britney Spears, they'd be like, oh, baby, baby.
The 90s wasn't the worst, though.
No, it wasn't the worst. It's
I
a lot better than whatever's
80s.
now.
It was better than the 80s.
I don't
what's
like
wrong
this.
with today?
Well, I don't want to talk about the radio stuff, but I like all the music that's written by, people who are serious about music. I don't mean it in like I'm bashing the radio because I dig my Taylor Swift sometimes, but
Yeah,
a lot of stuff is just
it also depends
sellout.
on where you live, man. We're living here in Nashville. There's a ton of country.
Which I don't
You're
do
not
country.
biggest fan? Why you live in Nashville then, huh? Get out of here. Just kidding.
I'm trying to.
Just kidding. All right, settle down.
Settle
I'm just
down.
kidding. No, yeah, I'm not the biggest country fan either.
I don't know. I feel like everything's.
I don't
There's
dislike
a lot
it.
of cookie cutter stuff here, and I'm kind of over that.
I guess they just want to be on the radio. I mean, they want to be on the radio, and there's a huge market. There's a huge market for that.
Oh no, they're writing songs for what people want to hear, but I write songs for what I want to hear. That's the difference, or that's the difference between other
Do
musicians.
you really do that?
Yeah. How many times do you tell me to change something? I'm like, nah, because I like it.
Yeah. And what Nicole is saying by this is not like I don't tell her like when she's performing something, you should change that. That's a douchey move. You mean
give
like
suggestions,
like when we're writing together.
Yeah,
you should say that.
Passing tones. You had some passes at passing tones. You was like, take out that.
But we were writing together,
No,
so
true,
that
true.
was more appropriate. It's not like somebody. Yeah, I wouldn't say that to somebody I don't know.
No,
Or,
I feel you. Hey, we only met that day.
What day?
The day that we were writing these songs.
And we came up with something. We came up with like 3 songs.
Yeah. It was good stuff. Let's put a little plug in for our band that we haven't
You should
done
play us
well.
that song. That song was all right.
I don't remember it.
What was the name of that song?
Night and Day.
Night and Day. Night and Day was all right.
And the other ones, I don't remember.
Well, it's on my SoundCloud, so you guys can hear it
put a little plug.
from that day that Nicole is referring to. That's when we recorded that. It was just one day, and we came up with that idea. That's cool. You had most of it. shaped it.
That was pretty cool.
Good thing it's recorded. See, this is the beauty.
This is why I have no memory. Like, I feel like later on in life, I will have no memory or recollection of writing any of these songs. But if I record them or write them down,
you're saying you don't have memory of most of them. How many do you think you could play?
Out of like the
if you wrote 200
something, I only know like 15 that I would
right?
be able to play. Yeah, unless I like looked at them, read the lyrics again, looked at the chords, because I honestly forget.
Yeah.
Like a song I wrote last month, I'm like, how does it go again? I'm forgetting how to finger pick it.
Or from yesterday. Like maybe you wrote two songs yesterday.
I wrote one on the ukulele and I can't remember it. I recorded on my phone though. That's my life.
How many instruments do you play?
I play whatever I can get my hands on, but mostly guitar, piano. I've been really into the ukulele lately, and I just bought a new one actually because I play ukulele for my residents at the nursing home, and they love it. It's just easy to carry around to each room. It's easier to bring. I leave it in the closet at work, and I just have it every day.
And your job is taking care of old people.
Hey, don't say it like that.
What's wrong with that? That's not offensive.
No, I know.
Your job is taking care of old people. That's nice. That's like we should all have jobs like that. Probably.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. Regardless of what you're doing in your life, probably everybody should have like a charitable job. Mm-hmm. If that was integrated into society, won't we be better off?
I like it so much better when I'm there than when I'm serving at the restaurant.
Whoa. Let's not name any restaurants.
I said at the restaurant.
Okay. So you're a waiter, apparently.
Yeah. I don't know. They appreciate me more over there, and I'm not talking about like staff. I'm talking about like what I do there is more appreciated than.
Because what you do is honorable. You know, taking care of old people is not. It really is. I didn't mean that offensively.
Oh no, I mean. It's weird because we have to say our residents and.
I see. You're thinking about it from like an employee's perspective, not me.
But that's how. It's all good.
Hold on, one sec.
Well.
Sing a song.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. What's up, Shannon? Hey. She's like, hey. Hey, baby. Sure. Nah, me though. I'm trying to think of what to play next. Ooh, I could play the first song I wrote in Nashville. Ooh. Y'all digging deep into my life here.
Tell us what it's about.
Well,
I don't know if I should ask that. I'm still trying to figure out how to run this podcast thing. Should I ask people what the song is about before they play it? Or should I listen to it and then make my own judgments? Or should I listen to it and then ask them?
A little bit of both. That definitely works.
All right, just play it. What's it called?
All right, just play it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with y'all talkative stuff.
No, that's not true.
All right. Well, this one's Somewhere Good. It's one of the first songs I wrote in Nashville.
Somewhere Good.
Because I was a little, what do you call it? Just bored of life after college. I was in that, like, after college, what do you call it? Midlife, no, college, post-life crisis or whatever you call it.
Like you got to get your shit together?
Kind of thing, yeah. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm tired of living in my parents' house.
That's what, like I was saying earlier, this is what Kevin and I were talking about last week, is that they should, being a poor musician should be a degree. They should really emphasize. They
should really understand that if you're going to be a musician, you shouldn't have to pay $1 million to go to school.
Yeah.
Because seriously, I understand you got to pay your teachers, but like after college for most musicians and artists.
Some of that money is going to somebody's pocket.
Oh my God, we got no money.
For sure, some of that.
Because our major's never going to gain us money right after college, where like a doctor would probably go into their next.
Or a nurse.
They're going to go right into their next part, and like they're going to start making money off of being a resident.
That part of their life.
Yeah, but anyway.
Well, you got the blues.
I got the blues.
All right,
anyway, this song is Somewhere Good. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't just start a book and put it down. And I'm not one that simply fools around. 'Cause if I jump, I know I'll hit the ground. And if I fall, hope I'm falling with you. I may dance through fields in floral prints and sing of love like it is everything. But sometimes I wonder if I really even know how to love, if I'll never let my heart go. But this time I might be somewhere good, and I think I've learned enough from always giving up. But this time I might be somewhere good, and I think it's worth a try to let you in my life. Somebody once told me that our mind is a dangerous place, and I have a tendency to scare myself if I let my thoughts race. I'll have my doubts and I'll shut you out. I won't tell you how I feel, but somehow I know now that this is real. Yeah, yeah. Because this time I might be somewhere good, and I think it's worth a try to let you in my life. But this time I might be somewhere good, and I think it's worth a try to let you in my life. Because this time I might be somewhere good, I might be somewhere good. But this time I might be somewhere good. It's worth a try to let you in my life. My life, oh. You don't just start a book and put it down. And I'm not one that simply fools around. 'Cause if I jump, I know I'll hit the ground. And if I fall, hope I'm falling with you.
Nice little outro.
Thanks.
I didn't know that that was a song you wrote here. Oh, that makes sense. Knowing you. Not like knowing you, but knowing you.
I got you. Sort of. Sort of following.
I guess I was just listening to the lyrics more this time.
Fudged them up at the end, but it's all good.
Yeah.
It's very repetitive after a while, and I have like this double voice that goes over, where one's singing the regular chorus and one's singing, but this time, na, 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 na. And it's really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I could hear that.
See, all my songs, I don't like playing them solo as much as I like with a full band. I'd rather, like, I'm one of those musicians who like the studio work rather than playing it myself. Like, I'd love to give these songs to someone, not give them for free, though. Otherwise, we won't make money.
You want to sell them? Is that
I
what
want
you're
to
saying?
sell them,
How about we
pitch
say
them
sell?
to people. So if you
you're
like
trying to
that
sell.
song,
so if somebody likes that song and they want to sing it
song.
and they think they could sing it better.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nicole doesn't care. She just wants a little compensation. That's all.
I just like playing.
I
like writing lyrics more.
That's a good question right here.
Yeah.
Would you sell the copyrights, or would you just have people pay you so that they could perform it, like a licensing?
Well, it depends. Like, let's say, I don't know, Ingrid Michaelson wanted to sing that song or something. Not that
you
she
like
would.
her, don't you?
I do like her. Get out of here. I like her
too. She's cool.
But yeah, she's one of my influences, I'd say. So like that song, I thought of her when I was writing it. But if she ever was like, hey, I want to record that for my album, like, yeah, I would get the royalties for how many times that song is played on the radio.
So you want to keep the copyright?
Yeah, I'll keep the copyright, but it's gonna be her song. Like, everybody will know it as Ingrid's song or something like that.
Well, then why? What if she wanted to buy the copyright? Hypothetically
It
speaking.
depends on how much money they offer me. You know what? I gotta make a living, gotta buy a house, gotta raise the kids and the dog. My alien dog. But yeah.
Yeah. How much would you put for that? Well, how about for Passing Tones?
Honestly,
What if she wanted Passing Tones? And she was like, Nicole, can I buy copyrights for you? 50 grand. Here it is. Right in your bank account.
Yeah, sure. Enough people know me that it's my song, so I won't feel like I lost a part of my soul. I don't know what, I'd look up how much songs go for, but I don't know.
50 grand though?
50 grand.
But then what if she made yeah, it does sound like a lot.
50 grand's pay off my loans.
Yeah.
So I could write a million Passing Tones.
She would make more than 50 grand off that song. She could sell as a single. Well, how do you make money nowadays?
I don't know. You sell milk for each person door to door.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know how to
money.
make. Just door to door.
I had somebody come to my door the other day asking if I wanted to buy the newspaper.
Oh yeah, that's because it costs money. Like
Does it now?
No, it does. You're supposed to pay.
No, I know.
If you're supposed to pay a fee, aren't you?
It's like a subscription.
Living in Boston, before I didn't know that.
But I was like, I'm not buying a newspaper.
Forgot.
We got the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but no one goes and drops off a newspaper at everybody's apartment, you know?
True.
So it's different. And then here they start throwing all these newspapers in our front lawn, and then eventually stop coming. But I think it's because we're not paying for it. We're supposed to pay somewhere, right? Isn't that a fee?
I don't know. It's like a certain amount a year, $30 a year.
Something like that. It's not very expensive. Still don't want it.
Me neither.
So it's like keep sending them to me. I mean, keep leaving me the newspaper. I'm never gonna pay for it.
True that.
That sucks. Well, that's the same reason why musicians don't make money.
I know. Everybody's like, I'll download this.
Yeah. But I've been thinking, because a lot of people don't have their music on Spotify and on YouTube, they'll play 2 songs of their album, and then you have to buy their album. And
then Spotify is...
And then people can leak it, sure, but they're starting to get better at cracking down and knowing how to crack down on people that leak.
I've had 50 people listening to my song on Spotify, and you know how much money I've made off of that?
50 people's not a lot, Nicole.
Well, I'm just saying, I've seen the reports where 1 month it said 50 people listened to it. I make 30 cents.
You made money on Spotify?
I have 2 songs on Spotify.
You made money off them? Even if it's 30 cents? How did you do that?
I think it's a penny every play.
What? How? Because it has ads?
No, every time someone listens to your song, it's a penny.
I don't think that's true.
The site that I put it through...
SoundCloud?
No, Spotify.
Oh, Spotify. Oh. So, a penny a play... So you're saying that one time it had 50 listens in a month,
and I only saw 30 cents.
30 cents. So what's the math? So it's less than a penny.
Well, they take some money from you.
Oh.
Or the site that I went through takes some money.
So then you get to keep about 60% of it.
I was like, yeah, I made a penny. I told my friend, go listen to it in your sleep and put it on repeat. So I make at least $1.
For everybody listening, Spotify, Nicole Demarco, leave that thing playing. Just leave it plugged in and do her a huge favor. If 100 people did it and she made $100 this month from Spotify, we'll know.
Sure.
We'll know that you're listening.
And iTunes, I think I've seen I think I made $5 off my song on iTunes.
Oh yeah? How many people bought it? 6?
Probably 10, but
10?
Only
and you keep half of it.
You only see a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't really know. I have to look at the
musicians have to be performers nowadays to make money.
Yeah.
Or unless you're gonna write a great song and then you have to sell the copyrights. I think those are the conditions. Unless you're known for being a great songwriter and you have something to stand on where you can say, no, I don't want to sell you the copyright, but you can sing my song. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, if you're nobody and nobody really knows who you are, they're gonna want to buy the copyright.
Yeah. I don't think I would sell them the copyright. I'd like to be recognized
Passing
for what
Tones,
I do.
50 grand? Ingrid Michaelson, start singing your song? Well, it's her song.
We'll see.
We'll see when that happens.
We'll see.
Ingrid, if you're listening, Passing Tones, it really is a good song. You could do good things with it. You could make more than 50 grand off of it, for sure. In 1 year, you'd probably make $1 million off of it. Ingrid. Just kidding. Ingrid! All right, what's the next one?
Could do the last one I wrote, which was during the winter. And
Played the first one you wrote. We played first one you wrote here, and now this is the last one.
So far. I'm not
So
gonna
far.
leave tomorrow and never write a song again, but then again, with my work schedule, I haven't wrote any songs in a while.
Ingrid, buy this song, Passing Tones, 50 grand. Get this young lady out of debt, so she has more time to songwrite. Because that's what we want her to do.
All right. Well, this one is Winter Spring. So, yeah, that's what it's called. When autumn left us bruised, we spilt across the pavement, drying in the sun and lost under the moon. And when the spring had come, we saw the people we'd become, dancing in the breeze and building memories. But I believe in what we made, the things we learned along the way. We're built to change, but can you redo this one? Because I literally forgot all my lyrics.
Dude, that's a good song. Ingrid,
Just do it
20
again.
grand. That's all we're
Just
asking
do it
for
again.
this one,
Just
right?
just
20 grand
rewind
for
a
this
little
one?
bit.
That's a good one. No. Just do it
No,
again.
no.
Do it again. If you fuck up, just keep going. I'm not gonna stop it.
I forgot all my lyrics.
Nicole wants to be a musician about it, and she wants to put stop and do another take.
Are you really
That's
gonna
not the
leave
way-
that
that's-
in?
Yeah.
All
that's
right,
not the
now
way
you're just making it worse.
That's not the way podcasts go.
All
And
right.
if anyone hears this, and if I somehow persuade you on to coming on, because there's a bunch of great songwriters here in Nashville, we're not gonna put stop.
You're such a jerk.
No, I'm not. It's the difference between a podcast.
See, when I came to Sal's
and a
house, I
song.
forgot my book of handy dandy lyrics, and I have a tendency
Dude,
to
make them up. Make them up on the spot. That's what people. John Lennon.
I don't want to make up a song that's written well.
That's what John Lennon.
It's already
what would
done.
John Lennon do?
John
I
Lennon
have one
would
of those
say,
WW
redo, stop.
WWJ.
Or he'd go back in his time machine and make it happen.
would
Anyway,
John
this
Lennon
is
do?
Winter Spring. I won't mess it up, I promise.
Mess up. No one cares.
You'll make me
going.
mess up.
Just keep going. It's beautiful.
When autumn left us bruised, we spilt across the pavement, drying in the sun and lost under the moon. With just one winter wind, could be gone before the morning, dancing in the breeze and crumbling memories. But I believe in what we made, the things we learned along the way. We're built to change, but not to fade away. They can't take this love against our will. They can't take this love against our will. Even flowers bloom between the cracks if they want to, thriving in the sun and tucked under the moon. And when the spring had come, we saw the people we'd become, dancing in the breeze and building memories. But I believe in what we made, the things we learned along the way. We're built to change, but not to fade away. They can't take this love against our will. Oh, they can't take this love against our will. Yeah, they can't take this love against our will.
That was awesome.
I had a hiccup.
What a great song.
Thanks.
Hey, you think after this podcast, we should, I'll record you, put the mics better, then I'll just have you double it, then I'll make another harmony, and maybe we'll add a little snare, just a tambourine.
Well, being that I already recorded it, we're going to do another song with you. I already recorded this song.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I could do it better.
I mean,
like I'm not saying arrangement wise, like producing wise.
Okay.
I think I could.
I did it as a demo.
I want it to be. Well, I want to use that, like what you just did. Not necessarily what we. Well, maybe we just cut this out and say that it was like from the podcast.
No, I still messed it up.
Doesn't matter.
I don't remember my lyrics.
We'll
I just have a.
I just want it to be
time.
like that, like really fit really well, or like the timing of everything was pretty great, spot on. It has a great form. You didn't speed up or slow down too much. It was like really organic. I liked it. I would just think you could just like dub some vocals over it, make some harmonies.
Well, I got some harmonies.
Add a snare.
I got some.
Or a different song. Yeah, if you prefer.
But the reason I wanted to redo it is because the most important part of that is talking about winter first and then talking about spring the second verse. But I accidentally talked about spring way ahead of time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I don't want to mess up these lyrics because it's more of a poem than anything. So if you mess up the lyrics, there's no point in the song.
Whatever, dude. It was a great song. Ingrid, all we're asking for is $20,000.
I don't know. This one,
it's not that much. You have that money. You'll make it back
Ingrid
tenfold.
Anybody,
Ingrid,
take
we
this.
Want you to
You
play
can
this
sing
song.
it better than me. I have no memory. I can't remember my lyrics.
I'm just kidding.
Let's see.
All right. What's the next song that you had on your piece of paper?
Piece of paper. I have Between Pages, which is from the album Passing Tones.
Cool. Switching up the capo.
Switching up the capo. Let me tune it. When you do that, it goes out of tune. It sounds like poo.
I haven't even called Guitar Center to see if I got my guitar fixed.
You ordered one?
No. I'm sorry. You know I told you that Sky cracked it the other day?
Oh, yeah.
So it's at Guitar Center, and I should be done this week. It wasn't too bad. They got all sorts of clamps. Guitar clamps.
Forgot I accidentally strung this backwards.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you know that? Oh, wait. Like what? What do you mean?
When I did these correct, and I did these the opposite way.
Oh. What? What, you mean the E string is where the G should be?
No, I meant the way you tighten it and loose it. You know what I mean.
Okay. Up or down.
Why does it still sound bad?
So like when you're trying to turn it and tune, and you go up naturally, you should actually be going down, or vice versa.
Yeah.
You always boast about how this guitar stays in tune.
It does.
I know.
Do you know I left it in my car for 2 days straight during this weather change? Now? Yeah. And
because you thought you were gonna do the podcast yesterday.
Yeah. I left it in my car because I was
well,
like, man.
good for you.
And the weather change, like it changes all the time. It's spring. It doesn't know what it wants. But anyway, this one is called Between Pages, and it's kind of an old one. I say I wrote it junior year of college.
All right.
All right. I think I actually was on capo 6. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds very strange. This capo that you gave me is so like...
Dude, you gotta squeeze it harder.
You know what? I got no strength in me. Alright, this sounds a lot better. your song, and I was always filled with your song, and I felt it again, just like the previous times when nothing else mattered but your lips against mine. And I'm losing my control. Foot's floored on the gas and I'm all set to go, but don't try to catch me, 'cause I wanna crash into you, 'cause I was always filled with your song, and I was always filled with your song. But I really want to see life through your point of view, because I'm so amazed by you, and I really want to see life through your point of view. Oh, because I'm so amazed by you. The notes compose themselves, but I want nothing else, because I was always filled with your song, and I was always filled with your song, and I was always filled with your song. With your song. Whoa.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
That one has 3-part harmony in the chorus, so it's
Really?
really fun. Yeah, it's like,
We should do that one then.
it's fun, yeah.
Do you have that one recorded?
Yeah, on passing tones.
Oh,
With drums
really?
and bass. Oh, the bass line's pretty cool. I put low air on it, so it's like boom.
Yeah.
It's really cool. When it comes in, you're like, oh, damn.
That's a great song. I guess I have heard that song. I just don't remember. But that one's great acoustic.
Yeah, that one's
Can we
more of an
record a whole
acoustic.
other? Wait, how does it go in passing tone? Is it like that? Like
It is
acoustic-y?
similar like that, but instead of like the, that's all drums there.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
like,
I liked it a lot.
because I liked the idea of having the verse be really energetic and the chorus
So you
be
wrote that
really
one a few years
simple.
ago?
Yeah, that was
Junior year,
junior
you said.
year. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's good. That's one of the better ones I've heard of you.
Yeah.
I think. Personally,
I like this one a lot. I always like pressed my flowers between pages, and then I was always thinking like, I don't even remember where I got the flower from. But then you're always like, you remember that you try to think back, and you're like, oh, now I remember where I got that flower from, and I liked it so much that I kept it, and I stuck it between pages. But like I always just.
Do you actually remember like how many like flowers do you think you have saved or what?
Well, when I moved, I kind of like threw them all out. Like
What?
well, I have a couple that I kept in shadow boxes, but they're still in New York. But I still do.
What's a
Like
shadow
anytime
box?
someone like brings flowers to me, which is not often. Boys, listen up. I like my flowers.
Girls like flowers.
But I don't mean flowers in like a buy me bouquets and make them all fancy. Pearlflowers.com. No, I'm not plugging you in. But I mean, I like pick a daisy off the sidewalk that you think looks pretty and give it to
Really?
me. Like that kind of thing.
I used
Or,
to do
like,
that in high school.
Like I like wildflowers more than I like a rose.
Really?
Yeah,
That's good to know.
I like the weeds. That's why I have a dandelion on my cover. I like
You like
dandelions.
weeds, huh?
I like them.
You
weeds.
and the weeds.
But yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good to know. I mean, I used to do that in high school, and then I stopped doing that. I stopped being like that, like towards like relationships. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When you're like in high school,
Yeah, true.
it's awesome when you're in high school.
Mm.
It's awesome,
I liked
dude.
high school. High school was like...
Because you don't have any other worries.
I think high school was probably my favorite time of my life.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like now.
Yeah, now is alright.
I like...
Adulting, though. Hashtag adulting.
What's wrong with being an adult?
Bills. Broke as a joke, you know?
Work, so, I mean, your jobs aren't that bad.
No, I like my job. I'm hoping to
but you...
do it for life.
Even the waitressing job. Like, yeah, it's not the best.
No.
But...
It's terrible on my feet.
Yeah.
Terrible. I used to love going to the gym. I used to be really athletic, as you could tell from the softball days that I used to do. But no, I really used to play like every sport known to man at one point, like volleyball, basketball, track at one point, softball, even soccer, which was terrible at. But I try them all. But I love like Zumba and cycling class. But I don't have time when I waitress because my feet hurt so bad.
You're right.
And
it does make your feet hurt.
I seriously gained 20 pounds from being in Nashville.
It does make your feet hurt, and you don't want to like.
And you don't want to do anything athletic, so you sit on the couch. I've watched more Netflix and Hulu than I've ever done in my life when I was a waitress. Because all I want to do when I get home is just get lost in a different world. I watch Friends all the time. That's a good show.
I mean, it's hard to be nice to people, right? All the time.
No, it's not the niceness part.
That's what's hard for me.
Being nice is
when they're
too
rude.
easy for me.
No, when they're rude is what I mean.
When they're rude
for you are a nice person. But when they're rude, like I want to slap somebody.
I can't. Like I'm just, give me this, give me that. Okay. I'm literally like a hinge head. I'm just like, okay, sure, okay, I'll get it for you. And then my legs are like, no, fine. I can't do another step. No.
That's your job. That part's fine. But
no, like my legs, they hurt now and I'm sitting.
Well, you just got out of work.
Yeah, but I didn't even do that much.
My legs kind of hurt now from my double yesterday.
Yeah. Oh my God. When I do a double, I just do not sleep. I dream about still waiting in the same tables. And I dream that I'm ignoring all my tables, which is funny because my dreams are telling me what I really want to do.
I have a song. I have a song about tables. Like that's the chorus.
That's a good idea.
Did I ever show you? That?
I can't keep up with those turning tables. Adele.
I don't know that. Did you hear her new record?
Let you. Yeah.
How was it?
It's okay. Honestly.
It's not bad though.
It's good. It's not bad. It's just.
It is good.
I expected it. The hype of her coming back after so long
to be
for
better?
It to be better, yeah. But given everything she's
what I did
through,
like?
I get it.
What is she going through?
She got a baby at home.
She does?
She got vocal surgery.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Those are excuses. Whatever.
It's not an excuse.
Yeah, it is. Like, because you're talking, like, the quality of her art.
No, I didn't say it was, like, bad. I just meant...
She doesn't have to have she doesn't work 60 hours a week like you do.
Oh, she definitely does.
Well, she does, but on things that other
she
things.
likes, yeah.
Yeah. Not serving tables and cleaning people. Do you clean them?
No, I don't.
You just play them songs?
I play them the songs. I paint their nails. I talk to them. I play games and bingo. You know.
Well, she's not doing that. She's not taking care of old people and serving tables. So I don't think that there's an excuse for, like, as far as, like, your expectation of how entertaining
she probably thought the album was great. I'm just saying I wasn't. I thought like a lot of them sounded.
I didn't think it was great.
Same. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Like there was some solid.
I thought it was
songs
good.
On it.
No, I thought it was good. Wow, I didn't hear the whole record. I just heard the few songs that were on the radio here. But I thought those songs were good. Maybe those are the best ones though. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm talking about really.
There's a couple of good ones.
Yeah, I guess I should hear the whole thing before I say anything. But those songs that I heard, they were all right.
Yeah.
They were, at least she's not auto-tuned.
Oh, no,
or if she is,
great.
it's the tiniest bit.
No,
but she's probably not auto-tuned. Right? That's good. I love that. Like, good for you. At least that. Like, at least that is something that I will, like, stand behind. Mm-hmm. Thank God. Don't do that.
I get mad if people auto-tune me. Like, I mean, I know that I'll go like, you know,
who did that?
I'll hit a wrong note every now and then, like,
no,
that I didn't mean to. But,
nah, that's music.
No, I had, like, people back in, like, college, when they were producing me, they would try to, like, throw auto-tune. I'm like, you don't even need auto-tune.
Dude, you have a great voice. I swear, I actually really like the tone of your voice. I like it when you sing.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I am good.
Yeah. No, I don't, I think my voice is okay, but I meant, like,
how rude.
I don't want to be auto-tuned because I just rather.
Did they even ask you, like, can I auto-tune you?
They just said, like,
maybe we should.
What do you think? And then I was like, did you tune some notes? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, but you tuned notes that didn't need to be tuned, so now they sound like. Bleh.
Ugh. Because you know what the problem with that is? That they're not the fucking composers. They didn't write the song.
G-rated, man.
They don't know. I'm sorry.
You're the one that told
I'm sorry,
me
Bambi.
G-rated.
I'm sorry, Bambi. But, come on. It's super rude that they would just auto-tune and change a note that you wrote. How dare they? Like, change it and say that this one's okay.
It's not like the end of the world. Like, if it was out of tune and you want to make it perfect,
that's
fine.
why that's why I was saying that. You gotta let me produce one of your songs because I'm not gonna auto-tune you. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna put you to a click. I'm not gonna record you to a click. I'm not gonna I don't want to edit anything.
Yeah.
That's the way I like recording. It's too much work and not funny enough when you do all these edits. I just like press and record, and then you do that one take, and then you can overdub. But I don't like edits. They're boring, and they're hard work.
I mean, I'm all for editing too, because sometimes I make really cool stuff. Like if you listen to my song Trial and Error, I reversed my guitar. Like I made cool stuff happen because I edited.
But you did it artistically. I'm talking about editing because there was a bunch of fuck ups.
Yeah.
Artistically, that's fine.
True that.
How many more songs you got that you were wanting to play?
How many songs do you want me to play?
Dude, you can play all day. But
so I got a really short one that can make this be my last one.
Oh. Did you have like more?
Huh?
Play some more songs.
No.
It doesn't matter. My computer's not gonna run out of space or nothing. I don't think. Hold on. Has not crashed yet.
See?
What's your last song that you wrote? The Autumn one though. The Autumn one is really pretty.
Yeah. I like that one just because it's really simple, but the moment when I was in the studio recording that song, it was, I meant simple, like just like
chords and
you're just singing with a guitar. There's nothing else.
Oh.
Yeah. But when I was singing it live, like with the mic and everything, it just sounded so good. Because sometimes when you're playing guitar, you're focusing so much on the guitar and you don't really like listening to what you're singing. Like I barely listen to my voice when I sing sometimes. I'm focusing more on the guitar, which is weird because it should be the opposite. Yeah. But since I forget most of my chords, I'm like, what comes next? What comes next? So it's a little bit of both. And like, oh, lyrics, what comes next? But if I have like, I'm a very good sheet music musician, obviously. Which is probably get out of that. You should get out of that.
Yeah. You should try like. I mean, sheet music is cool because you store things, right? And you can remember them. You can do that with recordings too. It's really easy to just overdub stuff. It's like you're writing. It's like you don't have to write things down anymore. You could lose the file. Yeah. It's not as permanent. It's like a piece of paper. Or whatever. Get with the times.
Well, this one, I'll make it my last one. It's a nice, short, simple one. I wrote it this one morning in Albany. I probably wrote it senior year. It was like 5 a.m. Actually, it was probably like 4 a.m. And I was like, why am I still awake? Why can't I sleep? I had like insomnia for like a week where I just didn't sleep. And I noticed, because it's a college town and there's nobody out. I think it was probably because it was...
I've heard of it.
What?
Albany? I've heard of Albany. Oh, Albany?
Albany, yeah.
Albany, New York.
It's the capital.
Of New York? Mm-hmm. I'm so retarded. I'm sorry. Go on.
Well, anyway, I think it was finals week, but for some reason no one was partying, no one was outside. It was really quiet, and like you just didn't hear anything, and it didn't help you sleep because I'm used to like the rushing cars by my window and like the stupid college kids going blah, 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 blah,
me too.
blah. And they're like, oh, the biddies are out, blah, 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 drink it up, blah, blah. Everybody's all partying hard, and you hear all these rowdy, like, fat boy kids, but I didn't hear anything that night. It was weird.
You only heard the boys, huh?
No. They're annoying. But anyway, so yeah, this one was called Morning Came Softly, because I was like, when did it become morning? Because when did it become night? And when did it become the next morning? Because all my week just felt like one day. It was just, I never slept. It was really weird. And as a musician, you don't have much finals because you're playing music or... It
was great, right? It was great to go to school for music.
Yeah, I mean, during finals week, you either had nothing to do or you had so many things to practice.
What if you were a biology major?
If I could do it all again, I probably would have minored in like English or maybe like healthcare, just like something like
poetry or
something
taking care of other people.
Yeah, like just some kind of like something in the healthcare. Who knows?
All right, anyway, what's the song called?
Morning Came Softly.
Morning Came Softly.
And it was not from the light embracing the room. It was the sound of a dead city, so deserted and so empty. And it seems that I'm the only one awake right now. But I could be dreaming with my eyes open somehow. None of this seems real. I've been up 2 days too long. This is where it all went wrong. These hours are dragging on. My head is throbbing from all of the empty sailing sounds. My eyes are straining to find something to focus my attention around. I am so weary that I can't find a way to fall asleep tonight, 'cause it's already today. It's already today. Ooh, ooh, Morning came softly while I was unprepared. Thanks.
Thank you for doing the podcast. That was awesome.
Thanks.
It's a pretty song.
Yeah, it's really simple.
No. To you. Nicole Demarco, you have music up on
I got music on Bandcamp,
Facebook,
YouTube, but don't listen to those. But
don't listen to those. Befriend her on Facebook. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, done.
Peace.